My name's Alan Light. I'm a music journalist, writer, editor, sometime TV producer, but all in the music field. There's a power that music has that I think often gets oversimplified. Everybody laughed at me, when I was an American Studies major in college, studying American music, writing my thesis about the Beastie Boys. I ended up on the most pre-professional track of any of them. This was exactly what I ended up doing. I went to a Hebrew day school through grade school. Though my family is very progressive, certainly progressive politically and culturally, I was raised in a pretty traditional Jewish setting in a Jewish day school. I think that my heritage brought me certainly one step closer to understanding what it was that black artists, and particularly that rappers, were talking about. People would always say, well, there's all these negative messages and there's all this violence and there's all this anger. It's not just a question of what is superficially the content of this music. And if you write a song that's about peace, that will lead to peace. And if you write a song that's about violence, it will make people violent. I think that if you write about what's real to you, if you write about the actual emotions, the actual world that you see, that's a healing thing in and of itself. And if other people can see and identify themselves in what that is, that has to be a positive thing. That has to be something that can help people. And I saw that happen with hip hop. When the riots in Los Angeles started in 1992 or 3, George Bush went on TV and said people are rioting in the street because they're shocked by the verdict in the Rodney King trial. And this is, people weren't rioting because they were shocked. They were rioting because it was validating something that they believed was happening and was out there. If you were outside that community, you weren't hearing that on the network news, but you were hearing it from Ice-T, you were hearing it from NWA, you were hearing it from KRS-One. If you were plugged into that, this wasn't news to you, this wasn't a surprise to you. Yeah, okay, it was angry, but just because it was angry doesn't mean that it was destructive, and just because it was angry doesn't mean that it wasn't informing, opening, shining a light, giving an opportunity and a voice to a community that did not have that voice. There's nothing that I have believed in the way that I believe in music. There's nothing else in the world that means to me what that means to me, and there's never been anything else that I wanted to make my life about.